Shalom. This is Howard. I just got finished watching Big Judah's video about having to seek the Most High. So, um, I got a little bit of knowledge about the same thing. So, I'm going to read what I found. Actually, a couple hours before he made his video, I was reading this. So, I'm going to go ahead and read this part from the Corbin Bible, the Book of Creation, so you can see that he's telling you the truth. Man slept, but God opened the great eye within him, and the man saw a vision of unsurpassed glory. He heard the voice of God saying, O man, in your hand is now placed the tablet of your inheritance, and my seal is upon it. Know that all you desire within your heart may be yours, but first it is necessary that you be taught its value. Behold, the earth is filled with the things of usefulness. They are prepared to your hand for a purpose, because the task is upon you to seek them out and learn their use. This is the tuition for the management of your inheritance. What you know to be good, seek for, and it shall be found. You may plumb the seas, pluck the stars. You may live in everlasting glory, savor eternal delights above and below, and all about. There is nothing beyond your reach. All with one exception is to obtain. Then God laid his hand upon the man, saying, Now you are even as I accept you. Sleep. There enclosed in matter in the kingdom of illusions, while I dwell here in the freedom of reality and truth. It is not for me to come down to you, but for you to come out and reach to me. Man then saw a vision of glory encompassing even the spheres of splendor. Unbounded wisdom filled his heart, and he beheld the beauty and perfection. The ultimates of truth and justice were unveiled before him. He became one with the profound peace of eternity and knew the joys of unceasing gladness. The eternal ages of time unrolled as a scroll before his eyes, and he saw written thereon all that was to become and occur. The great vaults of heaven were opened up unto him, and he saw, he saw the everlasting fires, the incomparable powers, and that strove therein. He felt within himself the stirring of an inexpressible love, and unlimited design of grandeur filled his thoughts. His spirit ranged unhampered through the spheres of existence. Sorry, y'all. He was then even as God himself, and he knew the secrets of the seven spheres within three spheres. Then God lifted his hand from man, and man was alone. The great vision departed, and he awoke. Only a dim, elusive recollection, no more than a shadow of a dream remained. But deep within the sleeping soul, there was a spark of remembrance, and it generated within him a restlessness, longing, for he knew what henceforth man was destined to wander, discontented, seeking something he felt. He felt disconnected, seeking something he felt he knew, but he could not see. Something which continually eluded him, perpetually goaded him, and forever tantalizing him. Deep within himself, a man knew something greater than himself was always with him, and part of him spurring him on the greater deeds, greater thoughts, greater aspirations. It was something out beyond himself, scarcely realized and never found. Something which told him that the radiance seen on the horizon but dimly reflected the hidden glory beyond it. Man awoke to the revelation and the vision gone. Only the grim reality of earth's untamed vastness surrounded him. But when he arose, he stepped down onto the bosom of his mother earth. He was undaunted by the great powers that beset him, or by the multitude of the tasks ahead. Within his heart he knew destiny had laid beyond the squalor of his environment. He stepped out nobly, gladly accepting the challenge. He was a new man. He was different. He looked above and saw glory in the heavens. He saw beauty about him. He knew the goodness and the things of the earth. The vision of eternal values arose before the inner eye. His inner eye, I'm sorry. His spirit was responding to its environment. Man was now I can't see that. Discontented, seeking something he felt he knew, but he could not see. I think I just read that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, y'all. The nature of man on earth was formed after the nature of things in heaven, and man had all things contained as perpetual within himself, except divine. What did I say? Yeah, except divine life. But he was as yet untrained, undisciplined child, still nurtured simply upon the confronting bosom of earth. Man grew in stature, but the earth was not indulgent, for she disciplined him firmly. She was ever strict and unyielding, chastening him, offering with blasts of displeasure. It was indeed an upbringing of one disdain of greatness. He was made to suffer. Oh, wow, this thing's moving. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Where was I at? He was made to suffer the cold, and that he might learn to clothe himself, sent into barren places, that his limbs should be strengthened, and into the forest, that his eyes should become keen and his heart strong. He was perplexed with difficult problems and set tasks of unraveling the illusions of nature. He was beset with hardships of every discipline. He was tested with frustrations and tempted with all allurements. Never did earth relax the vigilance of her supervision. The child was raised sternly, for he needed the fortitude, courage, and cunning of a man to fit him for the task ahead. He grew wildly and warily in the hunt. He became adaptable, able to cope without any untoward happening, overcoming I gotta see it, y'all. I'm sorry. I took a picture of it. The bewilderment of the early days he found. So right there, if you really pay attention to what I was just reading, is that was all teaching, that was all learning. The Most High showed him where he needed to go, what he needed to do, and where he, like, pretty much gave him a direction and left a spark in him so he can just keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with us. Like, you think about it, 5 years ago, most of us was acting like animals. Most of us was running around like dumb beasts. We really were. So now we got a spark. He gave us something. Now we see it, and we're chasing, we're learning, and we're grasping everything. And this is all just showing you, when he was put on the earth, he had to learn how to become a man. They was teaching him how to be a man, and that's what was going on. And I didn't take a picture of it all because it gets deeper than that. It starts getting into the spiritual stuff, and and everything. It even talks about who we would call Eve, but it's a different name here. I think her name is Achura or something like that, or Chora or something like that. I forgot. But this is the whole thing. Everything is about learning. And the whole thing is you can give up. You can sit down. You can say, I'm done. You can. But then, you know what's going to happen. You're going to start feeling, like you're losing something. One thing, I'm going to tell you what I do. Because when I study too much, I get headaches. And I get irritated. That's just me. That's how I am. But I don't stop. I just take a break. And I don't put nothing out there that, if the creator don't tell me to put it out there, I'm not going to put it out there. I'm not going to just get up there and just be putting stuff up there to be putting it up there. Because that don't make no sense to me. It doesn't. So I put up what I'm told to put up. And you'll know, when he tell you to put up something, you'll know. Because believe me, that's the only thing going to be on your mind, is putting it up. And making sure people get it. So this is what it is. You listen to what I read. Everything was about learning, growing, gaining. That's all it's about. And that's the same thing our brother Judah was talking about. Learning, gaining, and growing. That's all we got to keep doing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't pay none of this mess no mind. The only thing that get on my nerves is when I got to put that damn mask on my face. That's the only thing. I don't pay none of that mind, because they not putting no needle on me. I'm sorry, they not. You might go ahead and get your gun ready, because, even though I know that's not going to happen, but I don't pay it no mind. I just don't like wearing the masks. That's the only thing that's bothering me. But I don't pay most of all the stuff that they got going on. That's here nor there for me. So I lie strictly on the Most High, and and I look at everything, even if it's a TV show. I look at the TV show for what it is. What are they sneaking and trying to tell us, or what are they putting in to mock us and stuff? Because they do it in I don't care what show it is. It could be a cartoon. They will mock you in it. And what they don't understand is our spirit is yearning, like we're chasing. So everything that they put as a mockery is actually a learning. It's something for us to learn. So sometimes, you might not, some people don't watch TV. I watch it sometimes, and I find out stuff and I learn stuff. So it's all over the place. You just gotta open your eyes. Open your eyes. Don't put that that ain't how it is. Don't have that type of spirit. You know what I mean? And my thing is, like with these other books, it's all in the scripture that there were books that were sealed up to the end. It's all over the scriptures. So how is it one book? That don't even make sense. Or 60 books or whatever. You see what I'm saying? That don't make sense, because the books are fragmented. You can tell they fragmented, because you could be reading one story and then all of a sudden there'll be another story in the Bible. So come on, man. Like, don't fall for the mess with people with that, man. Don't fall for it. That's all I got to say about that. You worship the Most High, only the Most High, and you seek, and you just try to learn as much as you can. You just try to learn. You can go outside, you can look up, look in the heavens, look at the sun, turn around, look at the moon. If you can't tell you ain't on no damn ball, then you really got a problem. That right there is learning. Look at the way the clouds move. Just pay attention to stuff. That's all you got to do. Open your eyes and pay attention. All right, y'all. I did that to back up my brother, to get a little bit in depth on what he was talking about. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Shalom.